Hi y'all, Tracy here with another episode of Lighting the Way. This time I am reviewing the new repackaged White Barn candle by Bath & Body Works called Lakeside Morning. I absolutely love these new jars. I like that the lids are color matched with the jar and the label. I love that it's very clean and feels a little bit modern. Nothing too snazzy, and the collection as a whole is very cohesive. I like that these are all just so colorful and vibrant and bright. This one has scent notes of crisp autumn air, white driftwood, and a hint of green apple. Now I gotta tell y'all, I usually don't like driftwood. I usually don't like green apple, and those air fragrances can be a little bit cloney to my nose, but this one actually just smells really fresh and very clean. It kind of reminds me, it's not the same sense, but it has like the same vibe as Frozen Lake. It feels kind of icy and a little bit aquatic and very fresh, very bright. I've been sniffing this one in the store pretty much every time I visit since December and didn't pull the trigger on it. Then I started really despising the old White Barn jars, and then when they repackaged, I was like, all right, I'm gonna give this one a try because this one has the core wicks comparable to the Lavender Bergamot one that I burned, which burned really cleanly. So I bought this one as a comparison with the wick format. So I did the Kitchen Lemon as a comparison, just like, is it across the line? Are they better burns? Because I had good luck with Lavender Bergamot, not as good of luck with lemon. And then I burned the Sunny Coconut, which had the curly thin wicks, which also burned cleanly. So then I'm trying to figure out, is it the wicks, right? Is it the wick or is it the wax formula? So I think this will answer that question because same wick, but different wax formula because it's a different fragrance. So we will see. I'm going to test this one. I'm going to burn it all the way down to the end, come back after the cut, and I'll give you my burn feedback and make a recommendation on whether or not you should pick this one up, whether or not I think this is a good repackage and that we're got the all clear for buying White Barn candles again, because they're not going to have the same issues as the neutral line and the ones, the previous style of this one, which have just had really bad luck with soot and like wax quality. So I will be right back after the cut with more insights. All right, y'all. Normally my Lighting the Way episodes have an empties jar to share with you. However, I had a bit of a catastrophe with this one. I actually had it underneath my mic so that my mic could be elevated more, and the bottom of my mic is magnetic, stuck to the lid. I picked up the mic and normally the lid just comes off. It didn't this time. It brought the candle with it, and as I was raising the mic, the candle just went boink and fell right onto my porcelain tile in front of me. Here's a lovely picture, or pictures, so you can understand just how completely destroyed that candle was. I do, however, want to highlight how clean the jar looks. AKA, this was an incredibly clean burn, no soot, beautiful in terms of wax pool, no residue. I have absolutely no complaints about the burn quality of Lakeside Morning in these new vessels from the White Barn collection. The fragrance on this is just gorgeous on warm. I absolutely love it. I cannot believe I slept on it for so long. I highly recommend it if you like really fresh, crisp, aquatic fragrances. To me, it is very pleasant. I feel like it was strong to me. It was strong if I was sitting right next to it. I felt like it wasn't overpowering. I think there's a little bit of fear the whole time I was burning it that it would go the way of like a cologne or a perfumey, or that would become overwhelming, and it never did. It got strong, but I felt like it was a comforting fragrance and not overwhelming. In terms of throw, it did a good job of filling out my bedroom. Open space concept, it couldn't quite do it. I feel like you got like its presence if you were in one of the areas where it wasn't at, but you did not get a strong fragrance. It was really only strong where it was burning. So better for smaller rooms, but I just love this fragrance so much that I don't mind. And honestly, I would burn 2 or 3 of them in this space if I wanted to fill my open concept. I like the fragrance that much. I highly recommend any of the new White Barn labels that have the core wicks or the thin wicks, because this is now my second core wick and it is just as good as the Lavender Bergamot candle. The coconut The Sunny Coconut Thin Wick burned really well. The only one that didn't perform as good was the Ropey one, which was the Kitchen Lemon. And even then I rebought that one because I love the fragrance so much. So I think we're safe with this new White Barn jar. I think I've done enough experimenting. I do still want the sun-drenched linen. There's a couple of other ones, the gardenia. I still want the cactus blossom in this line. I would say green light the new White Barn vessels. They have made vast improvements, and I really haven't had any issues with dudding, sooting, wax residue. Just beautiful burn with the core wicks for sure, and also the thin wicks. All right, y'all. I apologize for not having the jar in front of me. It's so pretty too, such a pretty like bluish green. I wish I still had it. Oh well, I do have a backup so I can enjoy that one and its presence. And I did save the lid. It's around here somewhere. I wanted to put it in my empties video so I don't forget that I finished it off. Let me know if you have any questions about Lakeside Morning. You can put those in the comments below. Also, if you've burned the candle and you want to share your experience with others, I would appreciate that as well. It helps to create some diversity and perspective beyond my own. If you appreciated this Lighting the Way episode, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I always feel good when I see those. And if you aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. Thanks so much for watching today, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.